this video, we're going to learn how to calculate proportions or how to figure them out. So we know from the last video that a proportion is an equation in which two ratios or fractions are equal to each other. So the first example that we're going to do is a nice and easy one. We're going to figure out how we're going to share this delicious looking cake between person A and person B if the ratio was 2 to 3. So we know that person A is going to be receiving 2 parts of the cake, and we know that person B is going to be receiving 3 parts of the cake. So that means that we're going to need to figure out how many parts to split the cake into, or how many pieces. How we do that is our 2 pieces plus our 3 pieces, which means we get 5 pieces in total. So that means we are going to split our cake into fifths, and person A is going to get 2 pieces and person B is going to get 3 pieces. Cool. So the question that we're going to do for this lesson is about the ratio of dogs to cats in a pet store, which is 3 to 2. Now, in this question, we are told how many dogs there are in the store. There are 60. So we know that we can set it out as an equivalent ratio. All right, so if we put dogs here to cats over here, we know that it is 3 to 2. Now, because we have been told how many dogs there are, we can automatically put down our 60 underneath here. And this here is an unknown for us. So we can figure out, how many more this 3 has moved to get to 60. And we know that 3 times 20 gets us to 60. Now, what we do on one side, we must do to the other side, because that makes the ratio equal. It makes it a direct proportion. So we times by 20 on this other side. And we end up with 60 dogs and 40 cats. Now, a direct proportion, which is what I just mentioned before, that is when one quantity increases, the other increases at the same rate, which is what has happened here with our 20 and our 20. And that is how to calculate proportions. We can also do it using fractions. So I will explain that now. So we know that for every 3 dogs, there are 2 cats. So the easiest way to move forward in this equation is to figure out if we had 1 dog, how many cats would there be? And we can make it a fraction using this 2 and the 3, which we have done before. So for every 1 dog, there are 2/3 of a cat. Now, I know that sounds funny. However, we know that in this case, we've got 60 dogs. So how many cats does that equate to? So we can actually make this into a multiplication problem. So we do 60 times our 2/3. Now, when we are multiplying fractions, we can put a 1 underneath that. Step 1 means that we times our numerators, which is our 60 and 2, which gives us 120, and then our bottom ones, which is 1 times 3, or our denominators, sorry. Cool. And then we get 120 over 3. Now, we can find the highest common factor between these two, which is 3, and that means we get 40 over 1. And because this is an improper fraction above, we can get or make this into a whole number. So our answer is 40, which means we got the same answer as the previous strategy, and that is how to calculate proportions in 2 different ways.